Right, we're diving into something that I bet keeps a lot of you up at night, healthcare costs for your business. And it's specifically, we're going to be talking about EagleCare Health Solutions and how they're changing things up for companies, those of you out there with employees. You know that area where sometimes it feels like you're stuck in the middle? Too big for some solutions, too small for others.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Companies, they often feel like they don't have a lot of good choices. Traditional healthcare is expensive. Premiums are going up every year. And they end up feeling like their only option is some plan that doesn't really fit their needs.
Yeah, it's like being stuck with a phone plan that gives you terrible coverage.
Yeah.
But you don't want to go through the hassle of switching, you know?
That's a great analogy. And that's where EagleCare comes in. They saw this problem and said, there has to be a better way.
Okay, so tell me, what is this better way that they're talking about? It sounds like they're offering more than just another insurance plan.
Yeah, they are. They're going beyond traditional insurance with things like self-funded plans. They even have self-funded plans. And they're bringing in this really interesting concept called direct primary care to create a more customized and cost-effective approach.
Ooh, cost-effective. I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
But self-funded plans can sound a little intimidating, especially for a smaller company.
Right. I can see why someone might feel that way.
So what exactly are we talking about here?
Well, basically, they help you analyze your risk. It's like having someone there to help you navigate all the complicated stuff.
So it's more hands-on than what you usually get with traditional insurance. That makes sense. But I'm curious, how does this all impact the employees?
Well, that's where things get really interesting. One of the big things that EagleCare focuses on is eliminating out-of-pocket costs for employees. We're talking about $0 copays, $0 deductibles.
Wait a minute, did I hear that right? $0. That sounds almost too good to be true.
I know, right? But it's really a core part of their philosophy. They believe that when you get rid of those financial barriers to care, you end up with a healthier and happier workforce.
Okay, I'm definitely interested in hearing more about this.
It really makes a difference, When employees don't have to worry about copays or deductibles, they're more likely to go to the doctor when they need to, which can catch things early on.
Right, this is sending a message to your team that you're invested in their health, which any good leader should be.
Exactly. And it makes good business sense, too. Healthier employees are more productive, more engaged. They take fewer sick days.
The win-win all around. Now, you mentioned earlier that EagleCare actually tailors these plans to the specific needs of each business and their employees.
Yeah, they do. They don't believe in a one-size-fits-all approach.
So they're not just giving you some generic plan and saying good luck.
Not at all. They really work closely with you to understand your business, your industry, the specific health needs of your employees.
So how do they go about doing that?
They use employee surveys. They analyze data, all to make sure the plan they create actually aligns with your goals.
Okay, so it's really customized. That's pretty impressive. But let's talk about those cost savings again. How are they able to reduce premiums by so much?
Well, there are a few things at play. First, when a business takes on the risk themselves, they cut out the insurance company's profit margin.
That makes sense.
Second, EagleCare has a lot of experience negotiating with providers. They can help you get better rates than you could on your own.
So they're using their expertise to leverage better deals.
Exactly. And third, they're really focused on preventive care, catching things early on to avoid more costly claims later.
So it's about being proactive instead of reactive.
That's it.
And those savings, you could put them right back into your business or invest in other benefits for your employees.
Lots of possibilities.
Now, you've mentioned direct primary care a couple of times, and I have to admit, I'm pretty curious about this. It sounds like a completely different way of thinking about healthcare.
It is. Basically, it's a subscription-based model. And for that, they get unlimited access to their primary care doctor.
Unlimited access.
That's right. No copays, no deductibles, no waiting weeks for an appointment.
So they can just call up their doctor whenever they need to.
Pretty much. It's all about making it easy and affordable to get the care they need.
That sounds amazing, especially for employees. But what about the business side of things?
Well, direct primary care can actually save businesses money, too.
Okay, how so?
When employees have easy access to a doctor, they're less likely to end up in the ER for something that could have been handled in a regular visit. And it reduces the need for expensive specialist referrals.
So it's kind of like having a personal doctor on call all the time.
You could say that.
I bet employees love that.
They do. And it's not just about convenience and affordability either. Direct primary care allows doctors to spend more time with their patients because they're not as limited by insurance constraints.
So it's a better experience for everyone involved.
Exactly.
This all sounds really good. But I imagine some business owners might be a little hesitant to make such a big change.
Sure, I can understand that. Change can be scary, especially when it comes to something as important as healthcare.
But it sounds like EagleCare is there to help every step of the way.
Absolutely. They don't just throw a new plan at you and leave you to figure it out on your own.
So they're more than just a provider. They're like a partner.
That's a good way to put it. They work with you through the whole process, from figuring out your needs to designing and implementing a plan, and they're there to provide ongoing support too.
So they're really invested in making this work for you.
They are.
Now, speaking of figuring out your needs,
Yes. Think about it this way. If you could build your ideal healthcare plan from scratch, what would it look like?
that's a really interesting question. It makes you think outside the box, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. EagleCare wants businesses to be able to envision something better, something that really works for them.
It's like they're saying, don't settle for the status quo. Let's create something amazing together.
That's a good way to put it.
So for all those business owners out there listening, the ones struggling with rising costs and limited options, what's the main takeaway here?
I'd say if you're ready to take control of your healthcare spending, if you want happier and healthier employees, and you're open to trying some new and innovative solutions, then EagleCare is definitely worth checking out.
It sounds like they're offering a whole new perspective on healthcare,
Yeah, they are.
one that's focused on transparency, customization, and most importantly, putting the needs of businesses and their employees first.
And don't forget about those potential savings on premiums. That's a big deal.
For sure.
Plus, when your employees have access to quality, affordable care without worrying about out-of-pocket costs, it's a win-win for everyone.
Absolutely. Well, we hope this deep dive has given you some valuable insights. If you're interested in learning more about EagleCare, we encourage you to visit their website or even schedule a call with their team. You might just discover that a better way to do healthcare is within reach.